Friends, in India we have about 2% of the population belonging to Christianity. In that group, there are several other groups known as Protestants and all that. Nowadays, there are more and more smaller groups are taking birth, disgusted with the corruption, misappropriation, and all sorts of sins of the present setup, the present clergy. People are started deviating from the organized church, and they are trying to assemble in smaller groups and study Bible and preach about Christ. The Catholic Church and the larger group of Protestant Church, they are losing their followers, and more laymen are organizing themselves basing on Vatican II of the Pope, and they are trying to talk in terms of reforms, restructuring the church and empowering the laity. This laity movement has started in India about 40 years back, after independence in 1947. We were building up our country, and for the last 40 years it has developed a lot. Christian church has become very strong because a number of people from Christian denominations have gone to the Middle East, America, England and all that, and they have become very rich. And this prosperity has spoiled our clergy. Clergy have become totally worldly. They run today the church on corporate lines. They have various departments, legal department and construction department. Some nuns and priests have become lawyers, and some priests have become builders. Every now and then you find old churches are being demolished and new churches are being built. The idea is to make money. There are community halls built which take a population of about 1,000, 2,000 people at a time. Weddings and other social functions are conducted here. They are rented out. The money is collected, and we do not know. The laity doesn't know where the money goes. It is not accounted honestly. There is no transparency in the church, especially with the clergy. People out of belief and out of a status symbol, they would like to maintain and keep the church going because it has become a social symbol, a status for people. People go for rituals and all sorts of mumbo jumbos during the christening of the child, then confirmation time, then communion time, first communion, and the funeral. All this has become a symbolical thing, a status thing. The priests make use of this occasion to extract as much money as possible. Masses are offered, churches are hired for funeral, graves are bought and sold, they are given on lease, though our church is not supposed to do business with graves. Graves are, cemeteries are given free by the government because it is a social cause. Freely they have got these cemeteries, but they are today selling graves and making money. That way there are so many evils, womanizing and pedophile priests, all sorts of evil is disturbing the intellectuals and thinking population amongst Christians. Now this layman's movement, as I said, has been going on for the last 40 years here and there, but there was no continuity. Recently we heard that 100 people assembled in Delhi, 100 laymen, and they had a synod to talk about empowering the laity based on Vatican II. In Mangalore, we have done intensive work about empowering the laity for the last 10 years. And probably the Delhiites or North Indian people do not know. In South India, the movement is very strong in Karnataka, in Kerala, and uh, very recently some young laymen have formed an association known as Indian Christian Laity Forum. This forum has got a number of priests also supporting them. They also talk in terms of empowering the laity. And this conference will be held on 14th of October in Mangalore. And we appeal to the entire Christian world to support this laity movement in India. Otherwise, all the temporal assets of the church will be squandered away by the present clergy, and like in America, they may have to pay penalties for youngsters they exploited, sexually exploited. Like in America, there have been a number of litigations, and Catholic Church has paid millions of dollars as compensation to the youngsters who have gone to the court. The story is going to repeat in India. Indian Christians, youngsters who have been exploited over the years by these priests, are definitely likely to go to the court and claim compensation. Now coming back to our laity forum and the conference on 14th of October, we appeal to the entire Christian world, all over the world, to assist this effort of the youngsters full-heartedly, with all your might. This group may need a lot of finance because the project is to put together active laymen from all the important cities of India, that is Delhi, Calcutta, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Goa, Bombay, Chennai, and such places. Therefore, it is a big effort to put together nearly 1,000 people, and this needs support from all quarters. Friends, thank you for the time being. I'll talk to you sometime later.